Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here with another quick movie review for you for a little film called Monkey Man. Here's the synopsis. An anonymous young man unleashes a campaign of vengeance against the corrupt leaders who murdered his mother and continue to systemically victimize the poor and powerless. Alright, with all that down guys, let's get into the pros and the cons, starting with the pros. The biggest pro for me is just that this is just a unique, multi-dimensional, character-driven story that we don't see often in this day and age. You know, the film is truly a journey and arguably an odyssey. And while I appreciate the action, the fighting, all that was great, this was really a character study more than anything. And I just really enjoyed watching this character develop, watching his arc, and all the chase scenes and action and explosions and fighting, all of that was icing on the cake. I also thought that the India setting and the exploration of its culture was fascinating and really cool and aesthetically pleasing. Even when it's not supposed to be aesthetically pleasing, it certainly was interesting and just so cool to see that slice of life. And I also appreciated the scope of the film, which incorporates politics, socioeconomics, and class struggles. And while they certainly captured the Indian culture really well visually, from a musical perspective, it appears that the filmmakers went with a wider array of really cool music for this film. In particular, an awesome metal scene during the end and final act of the film. And we got to talk about the fight sequences, which were definitely Raid Redemption inspired in my opinion. And I mean, come on, that's the biggest compliment that you could give a film regarding its hand-to-hand combat sequences. But something else they included was this real scrappiness to the main character's fighting style. Like, he appeared to improv a lot. I'm sure it was all choreographed, but it came off as improvisation in his fighting style, and I just appreciated that. Like, he's a scrappy, no-name, off the streets guy. Like, he's gonna use anything and everything around him to kill everyone, and he does that, and I love that. And Dev Patel's performance is pretty phenomenal, and it's equally believable regardless of where he is in his transformation and character arc. And I thought he directed the ever-loving shit out of this film. I thought he did a fantastic job. What a feature-length film debut. And last, but certainly not least for the pros, Sharlto Copley. My god, I love the man. I just adore this guy, and I want him in every single film I can get him in. But now we're on to some of the cons that I had for this film. The biggest one being that I just didn't think that the villains were very well developed. I mean, there is a flashback sequence that they keep going back to throughout the film and showing a little bit more and a little bit more, but that primarily had to do with the head boss's muscle guy. By the time we got to the main villain, the head honcho, I had completely forgotten about him, if I'm being totally honest. So the scene that I'm thinking of toward the end of the film, it really just didn't have that much of an impact for me personally because of this. And the frenetic shaky cam action with the camera zoomed in too close to the action sometimes, you know, it started to bother me after a while, and if you can't handle shaky cam, there are some action scenes that might make you sick, honestly. And lastly, for the cons, I thought that the training montage just didn't support his vast evolution. I mean, I thought it was really cool, but I'm just wondering, like, who helped you sharpen your craft like that? Like, how did you become a killing machine based on the training montage that we saw? This film definitely has elements of the Raid Redemption. I mean, literally the action and the fighting is very much Raid inspired, but also figuratively in terms of him making his way up to the boss. John Wick, Slumdog Millionaire, Gangs of New York, Drive, Life of Pi, and V for Vendetta. And I'm gonna give Monkey Man an 8.6 out of 10. But those are just my thoughts, take it or leave it. What do you guys think? Have you seen Monkey Man yet? Do you agree with some of the thoughts that I had about the film? Did you like it as much as I did? Let me know down in the comments section. Let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video, but you want more information about what's on my watch list, what I'm currently watching, the kind of ratings I'm giving these films, as well as upcoming releases I'm looking forward to, don't forget to follow me on track.tv. My username is TIOLI_reviews. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and click it and start following me on Tracked, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later. Later.
Hey, man, get off my case.
Oh, man. Chicks don't want to hear that shit.